In order to create a new report for a new property, the first thing you have to do, you guessed it, is to choose New Report, New Property from this main menu. The first information to be entered are the details of the instructor, in other words, the details of whoever has commissioned the report. If an instructor's details have been entered for a previous report, then they will be saved automatically, and the details can all be applied instantly without typing, using the Select Existing Instructor link at the top. If the instructor's details are not yet saved, add them in the boxes below. If you add them manually, when this report is created, the instructor's details will automatically be saved, so you can apply them using the Select Existing Instructor link next time they are needed. Please note that although the instructor's name will appear on the report, their contact and address details will not. This is where you choose which of your templates you'd like to use for the report. Any number of templates can be set up and customized to create your own look, with your own branding, terms, etc. The standard templates included on downloading the product are based solely on black and white, blue and red color schemes, and they do not have any branding logos or affiliation logos. For information on how to create new templates, please view the videos in our template videos section. This is where the job address is entered. The number of bedrooms may be specified here. The property type selection, as you will see, controls the initial room configuration. New property types may be added or existing ones edited or deleted at any time under the system settings. The configuration of rooms that will be generated initially when the report is created are shown here. This palette is automatically populated with an associated default room set on selecting a property type. To access the settings and edit the property type room configurations, click on the pencil icon adjacent to the drop-down menu. Here you can add or delete rooms for each property type and change the quantity of a particular room or the room order. To see more on this, please view the videos on editing property types under the Settings video section. However, in order to alter the configuration of rooms for the current report, note that you can easily add rooms, reorder the rooms by clicking and dragging, delete rooms, change the quantity of a room, or swap a room name here. The alternative room names available from these drop-down menus can be configured in the settings. Don't worry about getting all this 100% correct before report creation. There are also ways of editing the room configuration after the report has been set up. The decor selection controls any descriptions that are automatically applied to items upon report creation. As with the property types, new decor types may be added or existing ones edited or deleted at any time. The items shown here are those which have had a description associated with them for the currently selected decor. This means that if they are included in a room's default item set, they will automatically have the description shown here assigned to them on report creation. You can edit or delete these default descriptions here before the report is created. After the report has been created, these descriptions may then be deleted, replaced or edited in the same way as a description for any other item. But this feature will save you time having to describe many predictable things that you know apply the instant you set foot in the property. To edit the default decors, click on the pencil icon adjacent to the drop-down menu. This will take you to the settings. Here, you can change the decor types by editing the items and descriptions assigned to a particular decor. To see more on editing these default decors, please view the videos on editing decor types under the Settings Videos section. You can easily add items to the decor for this report, and you can edit the descriptions assigned to the items for this report as follows. To avoid confusion, it may be worth confirming here that if you make any changes to the details in this palette, it will only affect the decor for this report. As mentioned previously, the default decors can be changed by clicking on the pencil icon to the right of the drop-down menu. Here you can select a layout type, which affects the paper orientation and the columns displayed. To run through the current options, the layout entitled Landscape Comments Only shows comments but not descriptions. All other layouts will display both comments and descriptions, as is usual. On all landscape reports, the comments recorded for any of the previous reports in the tenancy cycle will be shown alongside the comments recorded in this particular report. So a checkout, for instance, would also display the previous inventory and check-in comments in separately marked columns alongside the checkout comments. The standard portrait layout, on the other hand, will just show the comments and descriptions entered for the current report. The landscape inventory and check-in should be used when the intention is to create a check-in and inventory in one report and use a landscape layout. This will avoid a blank check-in column being inserted if a checkout is later created from the inventory and check-in. Let's select this template for the current report. The report type is selected here. In this case, as we have chosen the special inventory and check-in layout, it makes sense to choose the inventory and check-in report type. Finally, click here to create your report. We are now looking at the property overview. You will note that the report details are shown at the very top and that the current room configuration is shown in the larger palette. The front garden is currently selected, and so it has a thin red frame around it. The items within the room or area are shown in the strip below, in this case representing the contents of the front garden. When a report has just been created, the only contents of a room or area will be the items belonging to the room's default item set. The contents of a room's default item set can be changed in the settings. However, any number of items can be added to a room or deleted from a room later on the next screen. If we click on another room once, you will note that the item set shown below changes to reflect the contents of the room highlighted, which in this case was front garden and is now entrance and hallway. By clicking on the text symbol to the left of the contents window, you can view a list of the descriptions and comments that have been assigned to the selected room so far. Notice that the items which were associated with descriptions under the selected decor type already have descriptions assigned to them. This concludes the tutorial for setting up a new report for a new property from scratch. For an in-depth look at the property overview functions, such as assigning photos or to review the next screen where item descriptions and comments are added, check out our videos under the Preparing/Editing Report section.